Hey, you know, money like I do. Wait, they don't love you like I do. Yeah, the thing is, I like, better be. The thing is, like 11 minutes ago, and then wham! It's like, people don't understand how things are. Like, kind of like how this person is like they're passionate about going to my streams, but they usually are very late to them, and technically they wouldn't even, a lot for some of them, they wouldn't even been late if I actually decided to keep on to the 3 hour mark, which is, it's like I don't want to have to be getting the views by just staying to 3 hours. I just want to be able just to lengthen it to 3 hours if I wanted to, and still be able to get good amount of views. Not have to make it to that much time just to be able to get a good amount of views, but just be able to extend it and get whatever I want to. I don't want to just be able to have to force to be more and more time on a thing. Does it look like I'm made of bandwidth? Not many people know how to say width. Because not many people know how to can even do those ending consonant sounds, even though Old English was pretty much anything that was at the beginning of a sentence was also usually at the end of a sentence. Kind of like how they had a kina sound. They also had the at the end sound, like chicken, chicken. Because they call chicken a chicken. Pretty much sometimes. And the DTH sound is not even that hard to make. It's like, it's gonna make it difficult. Kind of like how Humboldt is pronounced Humboldt, Humboldt, and then with the, you start ending it with a D, and then you have a left, and then close it off with a TH. And thank you for the one person joining. Maybe it's Amiee, who was late as usual. He's late sometimes and was wanting to come back in. But who knows? It's gonna do another live session anyway. Sometimes people just pick the oldest video ever in there. It's like, why are you telling me you're late from such an old video? And that's my new video. Like 11 ago. Like I would love if I could just go and look. I would just love if I could just go back and it's Amiee here. Yeah, I would just love if I can just go back to the old days when pretty much I could just do anything. Because nowadays it seems like there's always that wait thing. Like I don't feel like doing that. Wait, they don't love like I do. It's like that song is okay, I guess, but the trend is a question whether or not I should even pull up in the trend because at the time I don't even know. Because I used to do it's kind of weird how I even go to doing all these live streams anyway, and doing these kind of vlogs and stuff. Is because we got two people in it, and gotta do all these lives. Is when in fact it used to be all the time. Only time I ever spoke to the people like directly was through the live streams, because used to be I just just did just about everything and never really even except for doing vlogs and stuff, because I used to do crazy challenges, used to do this, used to do that. But none of y'all would actually know what that is. Because many of y'all are too young and probably don't understand that I'm saying that and not dat. Like that, not that, like that one singer, like that is Frere, which is a singer which uses the eth. But why should we care, since no one's got that much into a spelling reform, even though English is really needs one to reflect modern spelling. It's like we don't even, most of the words we don't even know what the original pronunciation of the letter was supposed to be anyway. Because like pretty much short, or long always would be like O and aw, I think. Say and say, say and say was two different words that both became C. And that's because not everyone draws out the letters like doing heather from heather, or feather from feather. Even though there's not really much of a difference. Really, you mostly hear the difference in putting a lot of accents that differentiate red from red. Ed. But many people think that they're homophones, even though they're not. Even though they have two different soundings and pretty much have slight differentiations, but not many people can actually recognize that in their own accents, because a lot of them cannot understand the difference between red and red. And look, nice. We got five viewers. That's pretty nice. What's going on? What, is my birthday or something? I don't know. Because we can always talk about. Because a tree is a tree, and a wood is like, why are we like the tongue always will revert to its original state, seems like. But who knows how long it would take before we start actually conjugating wason and bayon differently again, because most Germanic places don't even have a mixed conjugation like that. Because German, they pretty much just use all from bayon, except they use some of the words and stuff, like words. But wason is actually, which will probably be pronounced wheeze now or something, is actually the word that where we get am, is, and are. B's from Bayonne, which in Middle English we actually did separate the two further, and because we had am and be, art and beast. Is and Beth. Are and Beth. Which actually is a very quite, which is a differentiation that we actually still need to have because, like back then, we may not need as much differentiation because we didn't even know the state of what was and what is. Like what state of what is and what actually is. Because in Old English, pretty much like I would say I like nowadays I would say I am a male, but then then now it's kind of an uncertain thing because there was a gnomic truth which was B, which was like 1 plus 1 is 2. You say 1 plus 1 be 2. Because that's what's around everyone, but you wouldn't say I be a boy or I be a male. You say I am a male. Because well, not everyone knows what you are, I guess. Like that's one of the things that's weird, but but it really does help with the trans people, I guess. Kind of like how some places, like I guess cousins just say like I am here, but I feel like I'm there. Like they have two forms of be, and Spanish does too. Like a lot of languages actually have two forms of be, like something be this and something is that. So pretty much it like even if you try saying it's all because it's old that's not useful, it's like that's no truth. This can be far from truth. Almost a lot of languages have what English doesn't have. It seems like a lot of Germanic languages have been losing what they have versus what everything else is gaining. Well, why should we care? It's like no one really ever knew what the Germanic people were about anyway. Because, well, why should they care? Should they start caring now since most people are only taught to learn Roman history even though the Romans and the Germanic people have fought each other for centuries, it seems like. There was one time they fought and then the Romans tried fighting them, and then they questioned what about everything afterwards. You may not know who the Marcomanni is, which is a term that just that's a term apparently about Germanic people that no one really even knows why we don't even have the Germanic phrase of it. They're like, why is the Markman not even known? And if Amy becomes late again, I don't know what. I have no what to say. If she becomes late again, I am so sorry, but I try. Because I started this when I said that she only, like when she said that, it was like, sorry she's late because, it's about 11 minutes ago from when I started the stream. From the start of the stream, but it is a little more, which is about 26 minutes from now. Oh, like, which is more like 27 minutes now. But yeah, a lot of people try saying sorry about this, sorry about that. It's like, what's out here? A lot of y'all don't even stay in here long enough to actually help me with stuff. Kind of like a Novero. It's like Novero, she's okay, but yeesh. Seems like she can only post one comment every now and then. She stays in to post only one comment and then leaves for a while. It's like she even, it's like what? It's like sometimes I wonder if she's actually moderating or not. Because I try to have people moderate just in case someone tries saying some certain word while I'm not looking, just in case those, like a few times that when I did make a moderator, it was like when the people actually came up rocking right in and trying to say every single word that you can't say. And hello, Levi. What did you bring to the table this time? You got any beef, Levi? Oh, okay, Levi. Yeah, this is Levi, who is one of my moderators. Wait, now I think he's one of the ones that was actually. I think he was the one that tried fighting the other moderator. Were you not, Levi? Because Novero was actually arguing with another moderator, and then I was just trying to poll like who would win. I think it was Levi that she was going against. Oh yeah, and also Levi wants me to make the profile picture when I don't even know what their profile picture even is. It looks like I'm trying to figure out what their profile picture is, so I know what I'm not supposed to mess up on. One reason why I haven't even done it. I don't even know what it is, or have a good concept of what it is, because, well, it's like, Levi, if you want me to do your profile picture, it's like I don't even have to know what it is. I just need to get a good concept of what it's supposed, what something was about what it is, around what it is. Because Levi, I don't. It's like you can draw, you can have a profile picture of a demonic demon. I don't care if that demonic demon was like some Hirtu from Gajima, but it's like I get a basic concept of what it is, so I know what to draw. But Levi, what your profile picture is, I don't even know what the basic concept of what it is. So Levi, tell me this. What's your favorite music? Are you even still here, Levi? Because you do know it's rude to walk outside of a conversation, right? Because you walk off from a conversation, that's very rude. And we like to have a little bit of manners here every now and then. Try to respect everyone just like we do our cousins. Or even our aunts. Try treating everyone like a family, I guess. Because if you don't have to like everyone there, but just have a little bit of respect. Have a little bit of manners. Unlike half the people I know, which have no manners whatsoever. It seems like anyone that's younger than I don't even have manners. Because I have manners, but it seems like everyone that's younger don't have manners. It's like they never learned how to be respectful, have manners, be able to be grateful for what they got. So yeah, why should I care about even saying any of this? Yeah, why should we care? Hey, we got 2 viewers. Is it one of them Levi? Also, someone tell Amiee to get her butt in here. Because this is supposed to be a stream for her, who is only away for 11 minutes from the time of the stream starting. Which means it's only about 36. He didn't bring anything to the table, Tony. And someone tell Amiee to get her butt in here. Because she said she wanted to be part of the next stream 11 minutes ago. And it's like she started her slut. She wanted to join the next one like so freaking good soon. Yeah, she hasn't even shown up yet. Mind you, those online dating profiles where all because you're a man that you were expected to try carrying on a conversation because they don't want to do anything they don't want to put any effort into the conversation. You're trying to think of every single little thing you could possibly say, just so that they can possibly say something to be able to hook them in and give them to you. Oh, because half the time they're looking at 30 other men will also at you. Oh, because they can pull all of us out because they're all pretty, while we don't get shit because we're men. Even if we're handsome, and you don't even get anything. Yeah, I know, Tony. We always feel like we're interviewing them for a freaking job. It's like, and all of them sound like robots half the time. It's like every time, like some of them like even do respond to you. It's like all because you got to the point where you need to go to bed. Like once you wake up, it seems like they just send what you're doing all the time. It's like you have to send the same 30 things again. It's like just. Yeah, they don't even bother asking us about questions. They just want us to pray them up, try getting us to draw out all the work just to conversate with them. It's like we're trying to get to know each other. Because this is supposed to be this is the point where we're supposed to get to know each other before meeting up. And then some of them try saying that we're not even putting any effort in. It's like, bitch, we're putting most of the effort in. You putting no effort whatsoever. The only kind of effort you're putting in is that jelly donut that's going in your stomach. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, don't be giving up on online. Don't be giving up on dating. It's just online dating that's just the most bad thing to do because almost every site wants you to pay you outrageous prices so that you can keep a chat going. Just so that you can actually chat with them and have unlimited likes. While dating IRL is actually much better, which is a lot harder to do than it was back in the 70s, but hey, it's still here. Because back when people actually try, like both sides actually tried to work out with each other. Nowadays, the women don't give a shit unless we can rizz them up good enough. It's like, I'm able to rizz them up, but it's like, at the time, I don't really want to. Because it's so freaking weird all the time. Because a lot of them are either bots or they. No, it's something. You know, Tony? Because Tony, if you want to, it's like anyone that wants to meet me can just go ahead and meet me while I'm in town. It's like I'm going to town almost every week. Usually it's at night. Because, like, Tony, don't give up on your dreams. It's like, if you're able to do them, do them. Because my dreams, I've tried pursuing many years. But Tony, since your dreams are probably, if you have dreams and you're able to do them, do them. Because I'm not able to really do my dreams that much because, look, I'm a YouTuber just on here talking to y'all, like you, Tony, and well, like I've wanted to be an actor, but guess what? You either have to go through all those, either have to find someone to do acting classes, or you have to know someone really good to help put you into a show as an amateur or an extra. Because a lot of people actually work their way up from becoming extras, but not many people tell you most of that percentage of those people are from places nearby. Because I don't live near Hollywood. Like I want to do something. Like I want to be part of. Apparently, I want to be part of Hollywood, but I'm nowhere near Hollywood. And and technically, you don't even have to go all the way to California just to be an actor. You can also go down to Florida, pretty much, to be an actor. There's more than one film studio. It's just a shame that we don't get to see all of them because everyone just wants to be prejudiced because they want to try making us pay more than a college tuition just to just to take a couple classes just so we can go over there. Even though if I just go ahead and go straight to a college, like yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more math, English, science, and history because those are the core requirements. Because it's college, they want you to do those four core requirements. It's still cheaper than half the places that want you to do just to have that offer you just music classes because the college they have four core requirements that you pay for each class plus the classes you do. Some places that are supposed to be like better than college, like a music academy that's exclusively for just music and not for all these other core requirements. But what a college does, we have to pay outrageous money more than a college, even though they don't even do shit. There's no guarantee, no this, no that. Can't even can't even go through here. Can't even go through that. They're like, don't you think I would want? It's like if you could just bring me up over here and do that, I would. But guess what? I don't have the money to constantly going out my way just to be able to pay y'all motherfuckers some money just so that I can possibly have a slim chance of getting up there. Because there was like John Casablanca, who was a kind of company. It's like I would want to do it, but it's like it was way out of my at the time. Like I still had a little bit of hours to do in the end of the day, but I wasn't able to because guess what? I didn't have the money because I don't make that much within a year. Like in order to have to do that, I would have to. Like I finally got to a job that pays even more. Like don't you just wish you could just update everything, just up like don't you like that's probably one of the reasons why I don't even care for money. I don't even care about the existence of money over there. Just change it to be something else. Probably like something that actually gives us people, like all us commoners, something to actually do. And thank you for the 4 viewers. Because with money, and seriously, no one had liked the video. Seriously, all you have to do is double tap the screen. And pretty much the 4 view, like just double tap the screen to like it. Like all you have to do with money is not really much. Like everyone, like all these rich people would keep hoarding all their money instead of just and using all these loopholes so they don't have to pay taxes. So the government has to print more money, so there'd be more, so it'd be in there, and then causes inflation. And pretty much, because if they just stopped, like, it's like why did they could just stop printing money or force the people to start paying their taxes. Stop using loopholes. Because if everyone actually, because if they actually start using their own money, it would be equal. The government wouldn't really even have to use their money because it would just be flowing around the system and because then everyone wouldn't have to worry about because then we wouldn't have to worry about prices go because of inflation because of printing money. But then you would only have to worry about prices going up due to oil and stuff. But then at least the prices would stop on a lot of other places, and then actually because when the rich people actually use their own money, it would go back into the system and be able to go all the way around, and they wouldn't have to print any more money. And then we can stop, like, if we stop using fossil fuels, we wouldn't have to worry about inflation due to gas prices, because we wouldn't have to worry about being out of fossil fuels. We can just use electricity, and then which would probably cause the greedy electric company to do something and cause prices going up from that, but who knows? There's no way you can really do it because money is always the issue. If you want to fix the economy, figure out a way to fix money. Have no loopholes. It's kind of like how limousines get away with having such dark tints because that's what a lot of the government people use, and they need a loophole so they can actually do it. And hello, Audrey Plummer. What's up? What'd you bring from last live? And thank you for the like. Yeah. That's all the government wants to do is just make a bunch of loopholes so that they, the rich, can stay rich while we, the poor, get poorer. Like, a lot of us are broke ass motherfuckers. And people fail to realize that because they always want to talk about that. They want to talk about that. It's like you do realize most of your stuff can be annihilated right then, right there. It's all because someone had a grumpy mood out right in the White House. Because they can actually ban half that stuff for you. Because they can consider it as some kind of waste. Because a lot of the stuff is just economics. It's just dumb stuff that are just not even meant for people. Because I actually would see the government probably try to figure out a way to ban sports just so that they could, so more people can be pissed. Yeah, that's the thing with the government. It's like you think that we had free, like you think this place would have free health care, but no, we don't. It's like, and the thing, taxes had to go higher. And the thing is, if houses, everyone, it's like a house is a societal need. It may not be an actual need, but it is a societal need. Societal need, which the government doesn't realize. Because many people realize, like you and I, Audrey Plummer, that the government just doesn't give a shit. It's like some people say, "Oh, the government's out to get me." It's like the probability of them being out to get you is not that likely. Because most of the time they don't even give a shit about you. Because if they actually gave a shit about people, they would actually build more homeless shelters for people who are homeless. But the thing is, a lot of homeless shelters like many people like a lot of places that have homeless shelters, they're not even free. A lot of them are. So a lot of them, they actually keep homeless people homeless. Pretty much homeless. Because they keep people, because they have to, because even though they get a job, then all their money goes back into the shelter because they're not able to even afford what they even have because they're actually charging them. But not all of them are like that, but that's what a lot of them that you go to are about. Half the time I just want to go to another planet and just say, fuck this shit. Don't you, Audrey? And the thing is, most of the problems that's caused is from money. Because money is an arbitrary system that existed for thousands of years. Since the BC times, yet we haven't fixed the thing about coinage. It's like, and then we're trying to digitize it. And it's like, there's nothing even, like the only thing that's kind of somewhat of a actual thing is kind of like cryptocurrency where there's only an algorithm of only so much money. And they have to solve a new math problem just to make another. Like that's that's an okay digital thing, but what's the actual value to it? But that still doesn't solve money issues because think about it. A lot of people steal from other people because a lot of them are poor and they don't have. A lot of people steal because they don't have the money. Because I'm not talking about the people that you see in the movies stealing people because they're evil, but because most people don't steal because they're evil, but they steal because that they don't have the money. They are broke. But not many people even realize that. And thank you for 6 viewers. Because think about it. A lot of people. It's like there was an old woman that had children, and she had to go out and look a lot like they tried to like they was mad at her because she decided to steal some food for her children. Like not any makeup, not any of that, just some food items, just to help feed her children. Because you can live without drip and stuff because a lot of times you can tell whether or not someone has more have more money than anyone else because half the time picky eaters are the ones that have more money than the other ones because because a lot of times they seem the more spoiled they are, the more money they have. Because the poorer you are, the more likely you're not going to be that picky of what you get. You probably just scraping out, like kind of like telling you, probably be just scraping out the pain what you can get. Even if your friend comes by, you know. But that's not what things are. No one not many people even understand this because people try saying because there's all this propaganda arising that thinks, oh, you see someone stealing, everyone that steals has bad intentions. Is like, yeah, there are some people that steal because they have bad intentions, but most of them steal because that's they need to, because that's the only thing they can do to survive and help their family. It's like, yeah, it says in the Bible not to steal, but God will understand if that's a thing you have to do just to feed your family. Yeah, yeah, Tony R. That's literally what the government probably is. Because they probably would say that, like, you're homeless, just buy a house. If you don't have money to buy a house, then take a loan. If you don't have a good if you don't have good credit to take a loan, and fuck you. Because they don't give a shit if you have good credit or not. They probably don't even give a shit if you even have credit. They just want you to be able to pay them money. Why do you think they tax the land? Why do you think we don't even own our own properties? Really, we're just we're just renting property from the government. And like there's only a couple places in England. Like in England, there is places that it's not owned by the government, but in America, it's a lot. It seems like it's a lot less because there is not many places that the government does not own because they own the land. Well, you're just renting the land. I don't know who the fuck you are. What the hell you call me? No, it was just some person trying to call me from some weird thing. Can y'all still hear me? Yeah, who knows why they try calling me. It's like, I just want to be able to. I just want to be able to find someone I love. Just be able to buy our own house. Don't even have to worry about a thing. But no, the government wants us to be able to pay money, pay money, pay money, money. Oh, you bored? Pay money. Oh, you just broke up? Pay money. You just got a girlfriend? Pay money. Oh, you died? Pay money. What the hell is that sound? Finally, maybe they finally realized I'm not answering. I mean, I was like, why is this scene that talk about the government? That pretty much some person just tries calling me like 1,000 times. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know why you keep on trying to call me. Like, every time you call me, I'm worried about this cutting out my audio. And this person don't even want to. I don't even know if y'all can still hear me. Hmm. Hmm. Y'all can still hear me? Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Okay. I don't know who the fuck you are and why the hell you texting me. I don't even know who the hell Dirk is. Like, holy shit. Why do people always want? Why the hell do people always try to call me some motherfucking shit that I don't even know? It's pretty much. It's like, yeesh, I did not know that you want to go so we can. Let's see, Audrey Plummer and Tony are still in here, right? Right. Yeah, because honestly, I have no idea. Thank you, Tony R, for answering my question. For reward and ready for your reward. Hey Tony, what you have for breakfast anyway? Did you get anything for breakfast? Or lunch? Or dinner? Or supper? And by the way, not many people know that lunch is actually the reason why lunch was called that, because it's lunch was supposedly start being like dinner was start being called lunch supposedly because of workers and because lunch was only because you can't have a full dinner during work times, well, because you only get 30 minutes, and pretty much it takes a good while to make an actual dinner, and so pretty much lunch was a quick dinner, quick meal. No problem, Tony R. Just try not to abuse yourself. And you had an omelet and a roll and a cucumber. Did you stick the cucumber in the roll? Did you make sure that cucumber got its eggs? Hey, don't worry. I was on the honor roll. And I was in elementary. I was on the honor roll. Because I was on a roll. I wish I could just go back to the old days, don't you? I don't even care what goes on. I just want to go back. Like, yeah. Back in the day when we used to all react to what does the fox say and stuff. Like back when we was kids, like back in elementary. It's like you might not understand what it was like. Because most people, they have to use technology to have fun. If you have to use technology to have fun, and not just have fun with technology, then you're not having true fun. Because you can have fun with technology, but don't have it where you have to have technology to have fun. Because you should be able to have fun all by yourself, with with a friend or even with technology. You should be able to just have fun, period. 'Cause that's what true fun is. Which most people nowadays can't have fun. They have to use technology to be able to simulate happiness. So therefore, they're not having true fun. Oh, nice. You used to hang out with friends and draw when you was a kid. And then you turn into a lifeless gamer. Yeah. I know how that feels. It's like, I'm still sort of a gamer, but not as much as I was. Like, many people try getting me to go back into it. Like, I still had the skills to beat your ass if I wanted to, but I just don't feel like I have the time because, like, what's the point of doing all these games? It's kind of like Fortnite. It's like I'm not gonna lie, it's an alright game at some degree. Though what makes it really hard to do is the fact that you have to keep up with the updates to know what is what, because they're going to probably add another mystic gun, and sometimes they take away the mystic gun that's overpowered, and they bring a lot of guns that you have to know what is what and then where to find them in the world, and better hope that you're there when they get there, because a lot of people want to use all these like jump boosts and stuff that's in the thing, which really ain't fair when you're trying to do a dual match, because then you have to constantly look around while also trying to fight this person, while also constantly trying to look around to find out if the person that's behind you, if someone's going to jump right behind you and shoot you for them and shoot them. Yeah. Yeah, because you play competitively, then you forgot games. Yeah. You only now play single player games and sometimes co-op games, I know. Online games do crush yourself. I like to play those local multiplayer games a lot because they're pretty good. It's like so nice. Pretty much it's really hard to do console games anymore because they're pretty much trying to only do online consoles, and well, that's just not right, because you should be able to connect more than one controller to a console at a time, because well, even though everyone's trying to get more lenient into the online spectrum, when most families can't even afford more than one console, it's like half the time, a lot of families, when they buy a console, that's both the kids' Christmas gift and their birthday gift. Kind of like I played so many games, and it just gets more and more dull because they just like get less and less into making the game and just try upping quality. They just make better graphics. It's like better graphics does not mean better game. Like it's like sometimes there's some games with shittiest graphics that I would still play because they have a pretty good storyline. They're still because they're a pretty good game, not because of the graphics, but because the quality of the game of overarching with storylines and moves and stuff, and you can actually tell it. You know, Tom Owen. Yeah, yeah. And most of the good games are or the games that's before 2011. It seems like because most of the games that's after 2000, that's after 2016 when Fortnite came around. I think it was 2016 or 2014. Well, when Fortnite came around, it seemed like everywhere is just copyright, just copying everyone, just putting skins on there, just trying to mostly just barely even focusing on what their game is and just making you have an in-game purchase to be able to make it a pay-to-win, either a pay-to-win game or to just be able to purchase a whole bunch of worthless stuff so that that's all they worry about. Yeah. Yeah, PlayStation games are still pretty good. Yeah, God of War, Uncharted, Horizon. Yeah, I played Forza Horizons. Yeah, sometimes it's like one of the first games that got me into gaming was God of War. Believe it or not, because I used to play one of the God of Wars when they was like, I hadn't to worry about the one that had the Statue of Liberty in there. That was one of the old ones in PlayStation 2 days, where we had to keep ourselves from. Actually, no, I don't think it was a Statue of Liberty, but it was some kind of statue that came to life. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, Days Gone. Yeah, because I played Crash Bandicoot, God of War, GTA, all back when I was a little kid. And not many people even realize that. It's like I still play. I played Mario and stuff. I used to play so many games with my sister too. Because I even played The Punisher. Because back then, games used to actually incorporate feeling into there. It's like if he was trying to make like if it was meant to be an eerie setting, oh, you're gonna have that eerie feeling for all right. You're gonna feel like something was about to crawl up your soul and about to snatch your ass. Yeah, Pokemon from the Nintendo DS. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, it's still Pokemon still beats most of the games nowadays. Even though back then it was like just something that just passed the time. Like I just want to go. Like if y'all really want to, make sure to double tap that stream, double tap that screen, and don't forget to like and subscribe. You know. Yeah, the new God of Wars. Yeah, they're all right. Seems like God of War still has it, unlike most other games. Like I just want. And Tony, since you're here most of the time anyways, I figured that you should be moderator instead of like a lot of these other people because well, you're on here a lot. And the new one is kind of weird. it's kind, yeah, it's definitely kind of woke because it's like it's supposed to be based on like older times. It's supposed to be based on older times, yet they're using the ideas of today for like his son and stuff. When I'm pretty sure it's still not even two. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like still like maybe 1 AD maybe. Because why did he act so weird in the very new one? It's like back then, like you do realize they really want to make it accurate. Like back then they used to be very accurate, and then the new one it's just like it's like you it's like you do realize back then that they actually paid attention back then that like throwing an apple was a sign of proposal. And nowadays they don't pay attention that pretty much whenever a son disrespects you disrespects you that you beat their ass. Half the time they would not like like this getting respected. You'd probably heard him somewhere. But no, they're trying to say like that shouldn't have been happening. Even though they paid attention, like even though it's like they had the son disrespect him plenty of times. Yeah, it's like where's the Greek believes on where they should whack them with a spoon or something. So what do you think about all of this? Is there a certain one that you would like to do? Because I haven't thought about programming my own game. It's just like making the code is not as hard as you think it is. It's just having the time to do it. And then you need to do the sprites and stuff. Combine it. Do voiceovers, be able to know how to connect voices. But yeah, that's just all how things are. And I feel like I need to sit down. I'm tired and bored. But yeah, thank y'all for joining us. You have any last things to say, Tony? Because honestly, I want to have someone on here that would stay on here and keep the conversation going good. You pretty much do that, Tony. But even you don't have all the time to just think of everything there is to do. Because everyone else, they just want to watch and not even chat anything, which causes me to probably end the live sooner when just to keep you from going stale. Because for me, like I wouldn't really go stale because I talk about like a lot of different things in different ways too. There we go. How's that for direction? Yeah. I don't know. Should I just go ahead and end the stream right now? Or is anyone else going to say hi? Because I was on the stream waiting for Amiee. And she never even showed up. I think I might as well go by the description. Bye.